Now, the quote is, make a joyful noise, not perfectly compose a magically complicated symphony. He doesn't say not to. But see, it doesn't matter what we're giving. It matters nature and intent of what we're giving, of what we're putting out. And we put things out with just our thoughts. We put things out with how we care for others, with actions, or with just thoughts. And it doesn't matter if it's perfect. It doesn't matter if the timing is perfect. Just so we do it. Whatever that it is for us, using what we've got, what we know, what we feel, what we are up to this point, being willing to grow so that we can learn more, how to better serve those around us, whether it's nature, whether it's people, whether it's elevating processes. And we don't have to know the effects of everything we're doing. In fact, the best things that we do, we're not going to be focused on the effects of what we're doing. We're just going to be focusing ourselves on doing good. Not on looking like we're doing good, but on actually doing good, sharing more love. Coming from a space of gratitude. Coming from a space of compassion, the best we can. And it doesn't have to be perfect. If you've ever seen artwork, or better yet, received as a gift, artwork from a child, from a small child, when they draw you a card or paint you a picture, do we get angry that they spelled I love you wrong? That their letters are wobbly? That they colored outside the lines? That's one of the best examples I can think of towards the concept that it really is the thought that counts. And then when we take action from a thought, that action counts even more. And it doesn't count towards our end necessarily in the way that we imagine it might. But everything we do, think, and say makes ripples. So if you want to bring peace to your world, you've got to be rippling peace. You got to be resonating with, holding the vibration, and therefore, because vibration is contagious, spreading the vibration even when you're holding still and not saying a word. You've got to be supporting that vibration, allowing that vibration of peace. And as we get stronger in our course and able to maintain a steadier presence, whatever the baseline frequency of that presence is, that's what we're emanating. Have you noticed when some people walk into a room, or when people, let's say for shorter term, when people are in a certain mood and they walk into a room, how it affects the people around them eventually in that room, sometimes in days, sometimes in a matter of seconds. We just notice people are snipping at each other, or people decide to act kinder. We kind of get this concept because we think we're doing good by watching videos of people doing good. And that's better than watching videos of people torture and murder each other. But what's better than that is remembering that we're the star of our own movies. We really are the lead players on our own stage. And to the degree that we are owning that truth, not just talking about it, but really truly owning it, that's the degree that we become main players on our stages. Otherwise, we find ourselves enslaved and entrenched in other people's patterns, letting other people decide our moods and our opinions. And this isn't about a lack of cooperation. This isn't about everybody has to be alone on their own stage all the time and not get along with other people. This is about owning your truth and owning that everything in our lives, whether we understand it in each moment or not, is being drawn to us by our vibration, by what we are focused on. And when we haven't done our shadow work, when we haven't looked at the parts of us yet that we do not yet fully understand, then we often reject the experiences that are uncomfortable to us, rather than viewing them as a gift and an opportunity to learn more about things we don't understand yet, to learn more about the mysteries, about the shadows. Yes, it's scary. It is scary at some point for each and every one of us. But if you don't face what you're afraid of, and I have learned this firsthand, if you don't face what you're afraid of, what you are most afraid of manifests more and more strongly around you. So if you are afraid, some of us to death because of past experiences that we've had, if you're afraid of speaking your truth, because you're afraid something really bad is going to happen to you, that fear will get a chance to manifest first. The consequences that you fear, those consequences manifest whether you got to do the good part, the strengthening part, the fun part, or not. Some people call it a coward's death. But the thing is, most cowards don't actually physically die, right? It's just the part of us that's embracing the fear. As our parent, we worship the fear instead of recognizing that we have the power to be safe within us all the time. And not letting someone take that power from you, that is always your choice. And yes, there are nutritional things, there are psychological processes that we can go through that help us to be healthier, that get us in healthier habits, that get us more in the habit of stepping into places that are braver, that are willing to step beyond fear-based decision making. Not all of the time, just in each moment. But when we get afraid to look, when we become that ostrich with its head in the sand, not to insult any ostriches here, we wind up seeing nothing but dark. We can't see or sense anything that's going on around us because we're so focused on the dark being the dark that we're not willing to focus on what has already been enlightened around us, what there is to be grateful for. And we hide. And we hide in so many ways. So what's your hole in the sand? Is it watching cat videos until the sun sets so it's too late to go for a walk? Is it avoiding yet another fight with your child because they won't get off the internet? Versus spending your time and attention on building a toolkit, building a simple list, not just writing it down, but practicing, going through, trying different things from a list of things that you can do with your children, with your family members, with your friends that are healthier. And if your friends don't want to do healthy things with you, and you find yourself wanting to do healthy things, start doing the healthy things anyway. One way or another, you're going to get better friends. Y'all have a good day.